Why, hello. I didn't see you there. My name is Rob.
And I'm Rowan.
And together, we're Team Manticore.
I'm not saying that with you.
Thank you for joining us. Please enjoy our dulcet tones as we describe what I do.
Sometimes you gotta make homemade monsters, is what I'm calling this.
Oh yeah, for the D&D game.
Mm-hmm.
I had an encounter I had set up. Basically, the only thing one of the players knew is that there was something in a cavern that was rumored to have infinite mouths.
Yeah.
So, of course, they convinced their friends to go fight it. You know, it's a home game, so typically just like you grab maps from Google, you grab like icons from wherever. And I was setting up the stuff and I couldn't find anything I liked.
You had to make a map.
I had to draw it. Like, I had other stuff to do that's like part of like business and work and all that. And just like, but no, I had to stop and draw things for the game. So that is the Hydra Cavern. Because the reason I couldn't find the Hydra I liked is because Hydras are just as good in water as they are on land, but everyone has their Hydras on land. So I wanted a way for the Hydra to, like, get away.
Right.
To extend the fight. And he really didn't only use about a quarter of the map, because you guys kept him in place.
Yeah.
So, but they were none fishy enough. So I went and looked at carnivorous fish faces and eels.
I was gonna say, it's very eely.
And I drew a selection of Hydra heads and faces.
Very, very eely.
Very eely. I was tempted to make an anglerfish variety.
I like his little hands there.
Yeah.
No, this was,
I based that off iguanas. Because now you know iguanas can swim.
Yeah. Swim fast.
Oh yeah, because they're built for it.
I did not know that. I did not know they had a fish mode.
Famously, the island that Darwin went to, they have sea iguanas.
Was that when he said screw this? Because there were a number of times in Darwin's journal that he was just like, what is this?
There were a number of creatures that just perplexed him beyond being upset. I mean, it's upset as people got of the theory of evolution. No one was more upset with it than Darwin.
No.
He did not like it. He did not want it to be true, but he's like, that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. I love this. I love this Hydra.
Yeah. So I gave him a circle. So Hydras are huge monsters. So they have a 15 by 15 foot footprint if you're doing battle maps. And they also have a 10-foot reach. And one of my favorite things about them is they get a number of reactions.
Right, for each head.
Yeah, each head gets a reaction.
Yeah, that was a problem fighting it.
That was, because the Warlock ran away and got 5 attacks of opportunity, bringing him down to single-digit hit points.
And once my character noticed that the head was growing back, I was very specific about, I'm hitting the body, just the body, not the neck, just the body.
There's only so much body, though. And rules is written, it's like if you're attacking the Hydra, you damages over 25 slices off the head.
Just automatically.
Yeah, it's just if you do over 25 damage in a turn, a head is removed. And that head grows back at the end of its next turn, regaining it hit points and granting it additional attacks.
So that's the point, is the hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Then it just gets hit points back.
Every head that comes back is only another 10 hit points, though. So you're still whittling away at it. It just gets more dangerous later in the battle. As you found out.
I did find out.
Because at one point, it was up to 7 heads.
And I nearly died. Not me, but my character.
Mm-hmm. But they polymorphed you into a crab, so it was okay.
A giant, huge crab?
Yeah, a huge, giant crab.
Huge, giant crab.
Because you were the same size as the Hydra, and you were technically a giant crab was the stat, but you were a huge-sized giant crab.
It was a kaiju fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very pleased.
You did a lot as the kaiju.
Then I went back to normal and immediately passed out because I was still very almost dead.
I was really surprised that the Warlock kept sickening Radiance up, considering it did more damage to his teammates than the Hydra.
That happens a lot with us. We're not murder hobos, but we do accidentally really hurt each other very badly. It's not great.
Collateral damage. Well, mostly with sickening Radiance. He's been relying on that a bunch, but it is a large radius spell.
Sickening a lot of radius.
Yeah. That adds exhaustion points.
It's horrible.
It's awful.
Why did we draw that?
I think you and Maudril only got 1 exhaustion point, so the long rest got rid of it, but it could have been bad.
I was waiting to die. I was hoping that I wouldn't, but I thought that was going to be the moment.
You rolled a failed death save.
I did.
You are at the level where resurrection's possible. It's just a thing.
Yeah.
And, it's also kind of boring for the dead player. Like, it have to give you something to do in the meantime.
I would want to, do some ghosty.
Just haunt them.
Just figure out a way to, talk through the spores, because one of the characters has spores and mushrooms and bringing dead bodies back as...
Skeletons.
Yeah. So I feel like logically I should be able to just talk to that person, just in their head. I feel like that would work in canon.
Just pull out, they disintegrate your body with spores. The spores contain part of your soul, and you just scream in their ear for the next 4 sessions.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. That, I think, would work.
I don't know what would you do if you died. I was just kind of being like, they'll save her. They had 2 more turns to restore 1 hit point to you. Like, it was gonna happen.
I mean, it did, but, what if it didn't? I have almost died as that character so many times. And I understand that's because of how I play.
Yeah, your tactics are running, screaming, hitting it, and when I go, you have 5 hit points, you go, I'm gonna attack.
Well, sometimes I don't know if I have another choice. Now I do have potions, I do have things I could use. I just forget about them.
Mm-hmm.
And all I want to do is smash things.
Somatic shading. I went with a lot of blues. So the pencil was blue, and a lot of the shading was base blue, so it would look more dark and aquatic.
Fishy.
Yeah. I really like the way the different teeth turned out. I like how the heads look kind of... like they're all part of the same creature, but they're different.
Yeah.
I like that.
Different, and they have different personalities.
Yeah.
I do like the one right up in the middle. That's just eyes in 2 very different directions.
Yeah.
Arguably not the most menacing head.
So here's something I'm going to point out.
Mm-hmm.
So even carnivorous fish have prey eyes where their sides of the head.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something... so evolutionarily, there's something bigger than a hydra that it has to keep its eyes out for. This is all supported by the fact that the hydra canonically cannot be caught sleeping. One head is always awake. So there's something that pursues the hydra so voraciously that it cannot afford to sleep.
So it's got some trauma.
Yeah.
Just generational trauma.
And I put on some shine to make them look wet and shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can come up on land, but they move just as quickly in the water.
They do. And then your character almost drowns.
You're the one who harpooned the thing and got dragged under the water.
It was good in theory.
It was a plan.
It was a plan.
I'm not going to say it wasn't a plan. You had a plan.
This is why I've been doing the clip layer thing lately.
Yeah, I figured out later there were easier ways to do things, but I was also rushing because I think I did this on a Thursday, and we typically play on Sunday, and I had to work Friday and
you had
Saturday.
already looked for a thing to use instead, but it was just this is the guy.
The plus side of weekly games is that you get to play D&D every week. The downside is that as DM I have to prepare new things every week, and because of the chaoticness of my players, I'm never sure what you guys are going to do. Because sometimes at the end of the session you'll go, next session we'll do A, and then we come back and everyone's just like, nah, we're going to do B. Or more likely, we're going to do F, the option I didn't even realize was on the table. And then I have to scramble to put it all together. So what monster do you like throwing at your players when they insist on fighting a big thing? Leave it in the comments.
And rock on.
Rock on.